Hello guys, this is ZXYC here, and today we're going to be talking about the skill and talent builds for Monkey King. So at level 1, you get the skill based off what you're trying to do for your team. Generally speaking, you will get Tree Dance at level 1, which allows you to jump on trees. You can get very deep into the enemy territory. You can even gank lanes very well with it due to spring ability, or you can even try to snipe the boundary rune from the enemy team. Tree Dance also gives pretty good vision because it's going to be day, you're going to be jumping around. The enemy team will not really know where you are, so traditionally it's the best level 1 spell to get. The only times you would get E level 1 is if you're trying to zone out the offlaner, if that's going to be your job this game. If it's something like an Abaddon and your support just can't zone off an offlaner, something like maybe a Crystal Maiden who can't really do anything to him, it could be your job to zone him out. So you'd have your permanent shield and you'd have your E, and you just walk up and just use your E to zone him out. When the creep wave is coming, obviously use your mischief ability, hide, wait for the creep wave to go, and then hit him again. So traditionally it's going to be Tree Dance most of the time. The only times you'd get E is either you're zoning out an offlaner, or maybe a fight breaks out in a bounty rune and you feel like your E will actually get procs and will deal more damage in general. After you get your W level 1, the go-to usually is E. Of course you can get Q if it's going to set up a kill. So if it's something like a permanent shield, Axe, who's running into the creep wave, just tanking it and then TPing out, you can get your E to cancel that TP and end up killing him. But other than that, generally it's going to be W, then E, and then after that you're going to max out your Q. So by level 5, you're going to have 3-1-1. You're going to have Boundless Strike maxed out at level 7 always. At level 6, you will get your ultimate. So at level 7, we're going to have 4-1-1-1. After that, you'll be maxing out your Tree Dance. This is due to the change recently, so this makes it so that not only does its cooldown go down, its mana cost goes down, its damage goes up, and of course the slow scale is a lot better. So now this is definitely the go-to move to level up next. You start maxing this out. You get it to level 3 by 9, so you'll have 4-3-1-1 by 9. At 10, this is where your choice comes in. You could either get level 4 Tree Dance or you can get your talent. Of course, if you get level 4 Tree Dance, this means that you're using Tree Dance more often. That means that you're farming with it. Of course, the more damage, the lower cooldown means you farm faster. It is a pretty good farming ability at that point. It does a lot of damage. It's AoE. Also in team fights, it does good damage. So don't hesitate to get that level 4 Tree Dance at 10 if you feel like it is better. Of course, for the talent, 5 armor is very good against heroes that are physical based. Heroes like TA will make you a lot tankier against them. Of course, the 20 attack speed is good in general against heroes where you can actually get hits off, or if your team is just trading towers, or of course if you're just hitting neutral creeps, the 20 attack speed will make you farm faster. So in general, this level 10 talent is up to you, depending on if you feel like you're against a more physical based lineup, so you want that 5 armor to survive more. Or, of course, if you just feel like you just want to either farm faster or deal more damage. And of course, if you're getting hits off in team fights, if you realize you're getting a lot of hits off, the 20 attack speed will be better. This talent is optional. Of course, you choose whichever one you feel is more important. But also the other choice is whether or not you get it at 10 or 11. If you get it at 11, obviously you'll have maxed out level 4 Tree Dance by 10. And if you get it at 10, then you'll max out Tree Dance by 11. So either way, at level 12, you're going to have 4-4-1-2 and your talent. After that, then you traditionally just get your E, get your ultimate whenever it's offered, and so forth. At 15, you'll get your talent. It will be the 275 health, because remember, you are a support. Yes, that 75 Jingu Mastery does look nice. It does look like a nice boost to your ability, but remember, you're not going to be getting it off very often. To hit 4 times as a support, it's actually more unlikely than you think, and even if you do get it off, it's 300 damage over 4 hits. It's not that strong compared to just 275 health, which is always going to be useful. And as you play Monkey King more and more, you'll realize it's so important for you to survive in team fights, to have that ultimate up. That extra 275 health will really make it so that you're a lot tankier, a lot harder to deal with. So at 15, I would go 275 health. At level 20, of course, the 40 attack damage is, if you're against a very heavy magic damage lineup, maybe you can opt for it, but I still wouldn't recommend it, because at that point you can easily have a BKB. But that 40 damage is really nice. You start dishing out a lot of damage by level 20. Even as a support, you can start transitioning into a core. That 40 damage helps you do that very well. And of course, your ultimate will deal more damage, but the Boundless Strike crit will be a lot better with this plus 40 damage. So at 20, highly recommend the plus 40. At 25, I would take the 100% Boundless Strike damage, because again, if you're a support Monkey King and the game reaches to level 25, you're going to be transitioning into a core, and your Boundless Strikes are actually going to be doing a lot of damage, and that extra plus 100% Boundless Strike crit is going to be an enormous boost to you, and you're going to see a power spike. at level 25, at 20 as well, but at level 25 you can see a huge fire spike for you, and your Q is actually going to be dealing an enormous amount of damage. So just to clarify, by level 5 you want 3-1-1, by level, let's just say 12, you want 4-4-1-2 and your talent. By level 16, you want everything maxed out with your 275 talent, which you'll get at 15. At level 20, you'll get 40 damage, and at level 25, you'll get plus 100 boundless strike. As always, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment below, and in our next video, we're going to be talking about item builds for Monkey King.